Imagine being one of the most admired men on the planet, handsome, wealthy, adored by millions, yet behind closed doors, your life is unraveling in ways the world can barely comprehend. At 61, Brad Pitt's story is not the Hollywood fairy tale we once believed. Instead, it's a tragedy so heartbreaking, it will leave you stunned. Stay with me until the end, because once you know the truth about Brad Pitt's life today, you'll never look at him the same way again. Brad Pitt wasn't just an actor, he was a cultural icon. From Legends of the Fall to Fight Club to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he didn't just star in movies, he defined them. People called him the sexiest man alive, the ultimate leading man. He had it all, the career, the looks, and what seemed like the perfect family with Angelina Jolie. But Hollywood glamour has a cruel way of hiding scars, and for Brad, those scars were deeper than anyone imagined. Behind the cameras, his marriage began to fall apart in ways that played out like a public nightmare. The custody battle with Angelina Jolie has dragged on for years, tearing at the heart of a man who once dreamed of nothing more than being a devoted father. Imagine being able to see your children only in fragments of time. Imagine watching them grow distant, not because you chose it, but because the courts, the headlines, and bitterness stood in the way. For Brad Pitt, fatherhood was supposed to be his greatest role. Instead, it became the most painful. But the heartbreak doesn't stop there. For years, Brad has battled demons the world rarely talks about. He's openly admitted his struggles with alcohol, struggles that nearly cost him everything. In interviews, he has confessed to hitting rock bottom, to feeling empty, broken, and lost, despite all the fame and fortune. Think about that for a moment. One of the most successful actors alive, sitting alone in silence, questioning the very meaning of his life. That's not the Brad Pitt Hollywood wanted us to see. That's the Brad Pitt we weren't supposed to see. And now, at 61, Brad's life feels like a haunting contradiction. The world still cheers his success, he still wins Oscars, still shines on red carpets. But when the cameras stop flashing, there's a silence filled with the absence of family dinners, children's laughter, and the comfort of lasting love. Yes, he has friends. Yes, he still works. But deep down, Brad Pitt is a man carrying loneliness, regret, and the weight of mistakes that can never be undone. The tragedy of Brad Pitt is not that he failed, because in the world's eyes he never has. The tragedy is that even with all his triumphs, he lives with a pain money cannot fix, fame cannot erase, and time cannot heal. At 61, Brad Pitt's story is a sobering reminder. Even the brightest stars can live in the darkest shadows. So the next time you see Brad Pitt smiling on screen, remember the silent heartbreak he hides behind that charm. And if you believe more people should know the truth behind Hollywood's biggest stars, then hit that subscribe button right now, because here, we uncover the stories that others are too afraid to tell.